Hey guys, welcome back. If you guys are new here, I'm Vanessa, and for today's video, we are trying out HOYEON's diet. You guys probably know who that is. She's huge right now, and she's the main character from Squid Game. And I've been trying to find like a detailed diet plan of hers, but from my research, what I could find was that she really enjoys eating tofu when she's on a diet. Obviously, she's a model, so being on a diet is normal for her. So I learned that she enjoys eating tofu and brown rice. This isn't the exact menu that she has on a daily basis. No one can really know what she eats throughout the day, so I'm just taking all the resources that I could find and just creating this video, and hopefully you guys will find some of the recipes helpful. I found most of them on YouTube, and and I tried to keep most of the meals healthy because this is a diet video. But at the end of the day, like, I'm not a dietitian, you know, I'm not a nutritionist, so I am not the most equipped person to tell you guys what to eat. I'm just doing this for fun. It's just a disclaimer that I always have to put out there because, you know, I don't want you guys to have like the wrong idea. This is purely for fun, and this is just me trying to guess what she would eat if she were on a diet. And I just find these videos fun to make. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first meal I'm gonna have for breakfast, it's a little bit late right now, but fuck it, let's just call it breakfast because it is my first meal of the day. I am going to attempt at my ice machine is just making a lot of noise. So for breakfast, we are gonna make, or try to make, this thing called egg tofu. I found it on YouTube, and it looks like a pancake made with tofu and eggs and then some sprinkled scallions on top. Let's see if I can do this. It seemed a little bit hard to do because I don't know if I can get the shape right, but anyway, we're gonna give it a try. And then I'm gonna have that with brown rice.
I've been thinking about you all the time. Racing through my mind, speeding like the Autobahn. I've been searching everywhere, 근데 네가 없잖아. 문자 보낼게, making time even when I'm on the grind. I hold up, 나 아직 걸려. 처음 만났을 때부터 지금까지 떨려. All my days I be on the way. 걱정하지 마, my baby. Everything is gonna be okay, that's my lady. 사실대로 말할게, 나 요즘 고민 많이 해. We on different continents, you know that my 고집세. Checking on my phone. Oh, you called again, 계속 놓친 phone call. You know I'm sick of playing games. You could hide your feelings, but you know that I've been seeking that. 그러지 말아줘, my baby, 그게 너무 싫은데.
I mean, I almost failed when flipping this, but it worked out. There's a bald spot, but it's okay. We're gonna ignore that. So let's just try this out because I'm freaking starving. And this is a lot of tofu, I know. Wow. Okay, let's see how it tastes. I personally really like it. So I'm done with breakfast. Next meal is lunch. I think I'm gonna need like a couple hours to digest that shit because that was a lot of tofu, and I had half of the brown rice. So yeah, that was a lot of food, but I finished it. We're just gonna digest it and then have lunch. But before that, I wanted to like quickly just sit down and talk to you guys. If you guys don't care about this part where I ramble on and on or just talk about random things that just come up in my mind. If you guys are not interested in listening to that, skip to the lunch part. I wanted to include this part because I feel like just talking to you guys about what's going on in my head is like one of the things that I really enjoy doing on this channel. I'm that type of person when I have something that I'm thinking about, I just want to like get it out there and just deal with it in that sense. I am just not the type of person to like have all those like emotions and thoughts inside and like never talk about them. I'm pretty open about those type of things. So anyway, there's something that I wanted to discuss with you guys. I don't even know where to start, but I guess I'm just like doing this thing that I always do, which is like compare my life. I know that I've talked about that in my channel before. I don't know what I said exactly about it. It's just something that I do. I don't enjoy doing it, so I don't know why I keep doing it. I was thinking about how like I'm comparing myself again, and whenever I see someone else's life who I don't know, most of the times it's usually me comparing myself to people that I don't know and I just kind of know on a surface level. And I know that in my head, like I don't know everything about them and they could be going through shit, blah, 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 whatever. But I caught myself doing that. I really don't want to be judged when I say this, but I would assume, why do they have a better life? Like why do they have like an easier life? And you can interpret that however you want, but that's just like the general thoughts that I have when I see these people. I catch myself today and I was like, why are you acting as if like you deserve anything like better? And it's not like in a mean type of way. I think I was trying to say that to my head, or trying to say that to myself, because I felt like I was being very spoiled and a privileged bitch when I was saying, oh, like, why don't I have a better life? It's just like, yeah, I was just annoyed with myself, and the more I talk about it, I just feel like I'm the psycho and like I feel like a bad person for saying that almost, and I feel kind of like guilty that I had those thoughts. I just had to like remind myself that I don't deserve anything unless I really work for it. That's an obvious thing, of course, but I just had to like get it through my head. And another thing that I was thinking about is like, I just hate comparing, and sometimes like people like to give advice and their advice would be, well, don't compare yourself to that person, you know, think about all the stuff that you have and like be grateful for it. Like think of all the people that don't have what you have, like you should be thankful and grateful and shit. And I'm just like, but that advice itself is comparing myself to someone else. So I'm just like, this does not solve my problem, like the foundation of my problem. When that advice is given as if like, you know, I should feel good about myself because I have these things, and you know, some people don't have those things. And it's just like, if I keep trying to make myself feel better by comparing myself to people that have it worse, that's just a weird way of comforting myself. I just kept trying to think to myself like, okay, then what type of advice is going to make me feel better? And the advice doesn't have to do with anyone else but me. I get that the world is unfair. I get disadvantages and advantages from that. You can never face away from having to work for something. Like, as much as I really am a half-asser and I want the easy way and the shortcut, there's this other part of me that's like, no, 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 no. Like, you do want to be that person who really works hard to get what they want. That part of me and then the lazy part of me keeps like battling one another, and I'm just like frazzled half of the time. I'm leaning more towards, okay, yeah, like work for your shit, like really work hard. I could work just as much as someone else and I might not get the same result, and I think I have to be okay with that. I don't know if there was anything in that conversation that was helpful for any of you guys. I know that was a lot of me just talking. I'm just super thankful that some of you guys actually enjoy these parts and really take the time to comment and give me your input. I know this was a bit of a sidetrack. That's just how I do my videos. So, okay, we'll go back to the Jung diet. Okay, I'll see you guys for lunch. I'm gonna have lunch now. I'm gonna try out this thing called tofu noodles with perilla oil. It's teugirum in Korean, but anyway, I'm gonna mix it up with that oil, add some seaweed on top. This is gonna be a very, very simple meal. It's not gonna take that long. I just have to put the noodles in a boiling pot of water and then sink it in there for 30 seconds and then add in all the rest of the add in all the rest of the ingredients, kind of stir them all together and then eat it. I really hope this is like somewhat good. Okay. Wait, this is actually really good. For something that I whipped up in less than like 5 minutes, this is so good. This is what it looks like when it's like mixed all together. This is really good. I'm like, wow, pleasantly surprised. Okay, it is time for dinner. I'm still super full and I'm chewing my gum, hoping that it'll help me digest while I cook. The last meal is going to be tofu steak. I don't really have a lot of explaining to do for this meal. It's just gonna be a bunch of veggies, so it'll be good. Dinner is served. Doesn't this kind of look like a kid's meal? It's actually pretty good. The sauce is tangy, which I really like. I am done with all 3 meals. I had fun filming this video. I got to be creative and I got to try a bunch of recipes that I've never made before, and they were all pretty successful. I feel like if you are on a keto diet, maybe these recipes could help because I think it is keto friendly. This was pretty healthy, I would say, and I actually enjoyed all the meals. Hopefully you guys liked this video. If you guys did, please subscribe and like this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!